Hello everyone. Today I am going to discuss about chemical reactions of aromatic amines. In chapter aromatic amines, we have discussed about introduction to aromatic amines, methods of preparation for aromatic amines and basicity of aromatic amines. In today's lecture, I am going to discuss about different chemical reactions of aromatic amines. Different chemical reactions are basicity of aromatic amines, alkylation, acylation, reaction with nitrous acid, carbyl amine reaction, oxidation, formation of Schiff base and ring substitution reaction. Different ring substitution, that means reaction involving benzene nucleus other than amino group. First, basicity. As we know that aromatic amines are basic in nature, right? They can accept proton from water and form ammonium ion, corresponding substituted ammonium ion, right? And this substituted ammonium ion converted into ammonium ion, ammonium hydroxide compound converted into ammonium ion and hydroxyl ion, right? So aqueous solution of the aromatic amine shows the basicity, right? Shows the basic character due to free hydroxyl ion, OH minus ion, and that's why, being basic in nature, aromatic amines can easily react with the mineral acids to form salts, right? For example, aniline can react with hydrochloric acid and form anilinium chloride salt. So it is a simple acid-base reaction. Base react with the acid and form corresponding salt. Here aniline react with hydrochloric acid and it will form the anilinium chloride. Next reaction is alkylation. Alkylation, that means addition of alkyl group. For example, methyl, ethyl, propyl, etc. Right? So addition of alkyl group to the amino nitrogen. All amines, that is primary, secondary and tertiary amines, undergo alkylation with alkyl halides and form the next higher class of amine. That means primary amine react with the alkyl halide and form corresponding secondary amine. Secondary amine react with another molecule of the alkyl halide and form corresponding tertiary amine, and tertiary amine react with alkyl halide and form corresponding quaternary ammonium halide. The alkyl halide act as nucleophilic reagent, right? Here see, primary amine react with one molecule of alkyl halide RNH2, that is primary amine. As we know that amino nitrogen having two hydrogen atom is known as the primary amine, is react with alkyl halide RX, alkyl halide group, and form the secondary amine. What happened in this reaction? Here from amino nitrogen, one hydrogen is replaced with the alkyl group, right? Here H plus and H bond will broken down, and at that position or at that place from the RX, alkyl halide, alkyl group, that is carbocation, will formed due to breaking down of the carbon halide bond, right? During breakdown of the carbon halide bond, electrons of the bond moves on the halide because more electronegative than carbon atom. That's why carbon of alkyl group acquire the positive charge, right? And here in breaking down of an H bond, electron of the bond will move on the nitrogen atom due to more electronegativity than the hydrogen atom, and that's why hydrogen is removed in the form of H plus ion, and nitrogen acquire the negative charge, free electron. That's why here carbocation formed is easily attack on the negatively charged nitrogen atom and form the secondary amine, right? And simultaneously H plus released from this amine bind with the halide ion, right, X minus ion, and form the hydrogen halide HX, right, and form the secondary amine. Same mechanism again occur with this secondary amine. In secondary amine again hydrogen in the form of H plus is removed, and at that carbocation of alkyl group attach with the nitrogen atom and form the tertiary amine, and simultaneously hydrogen halide will remove. This tertiary amine again react with the another molecule of the alkyl halide and form the quaternary ammonium halide, right? Here what happened again, carbon halide bond is broken down, electron of the bond move on the halide ion, and carbon of the alkyl group become positively charged and form the carbocation. Now this positively charged carbocation group attach with the nitrogen atom through using lone pair of electron of the nitrogen, right? Lone pair of electron of nitrogen is used to form bond with the positively charged carbon of the alkyl group, right? That's why now nitrogen acquire positive charge because its lone pair of electron is used. That's why nitrogen acquire the positive charge and halide has the negative charge. So both ammonium and halide ion are ionically bounded, right? Remain bounded ionically. That's why it forms the quaternary ammonium halide salt. For example, aniline react with methyl iodide. It is the example of alkyl halide, methyl iodide, and form N-methyl aniline. It is the example of secondary amine, and simultaneously release hydrogen iodide, HI, right? This methyl aniline again react with second molecule of methyl iodide and form N dimethyl aniline, that is tertiary amine, right? And simultaneously release the hydrogen iodide. So it is the alkylation, right? Next, acylation. Acylation is nothing but the addition of the acyl group to the amino nitrogen. Aniline react with acetyl chloride. Here acetyl chloride acts as acylating agent. Acylating the agent, that means which provide the acyl group to the amino nitrogen, right? So here acetyl chloride is the acylating agent which react with the aniline in presence of pyridine, right, and form the acetanilide. See here what happened. One molecule of hydrochloric acid is released. How? Here CCl bond, carbon of the carbonyl group, right? This one is the carbonyl group. Carbon bond between this carbonyl carbon and chlorine is broken down. Electron of the bond moves on the chlorine atom and form the Cl minus chloride ion. So that's why this carbonyl carbon acquire the positive charge, right, and form the acetylenium ion. Here specific acetyl group is present, that's why acetylenium ion. Now this acetylenium, positively charged acetylenium ion attack on this nitrogen, and that's why nitrogen broken down the bond with hydrogen atom and releases the H plus, right, and this carbonyl carbon attach with the nitrogen atom, right, and form the hydrochloric acid. Now keep in mind that this acetyl group is bound to the nitrogen through carbonyl carbon, not through this carbon, right, not through methyl carbon but through the carbonyl carbon. This carbonyl carbon directly attach with the nitrogen atom and form acetanilide, right? A benzene ring having NHCOCH3 group is known as the acetanilide. Acetanilide is only when from amide function nitrogen is directly attached on the carbon or carbon of the ring, right? Ring carbon is directly attached with the nitrogen atom, that is the acetanilide, right? Not C6H5CONHCH3, that is not acetanilide, right? Another example is orthotoluidine, right? It is an example of primary aromatic amine. React with acetic anhydride. This acetic anhydride acts as acylating agent which provide the acetyl group, right? React with acetic anhydride in presence of sodium acetate CH3COONA, that is sodium acetate, and form substituted acetanilide. You can say orthomethyl acetanilide, and simultaneously releases the acetic acid, right? Next one is reaction with nitrous acid. First of all, what is nitrous acid? That is HNO2, right? HNO2, that is nitrous acid, and HNO3, that is nitric acid, right? So keep in mind that difference between nitrous acid and nitric acid, both are not same, right? HNO2 is nitrous acid and HNO3 is nitric acid, right? Now nitrous acid is not a stable acid, right? We have to prepare in situ reaction, right? Into the reaction. And nitrous acid HNO2 can be prepared from NaNO2 and hydrochloric acid or sulfuric acid. When in the reaction mixture sodium nitrite NaNO2, not NaNO3, right? NaNO2 sodium nitrite react with hydrochloric acid or sulfuric acid and form HNO2 nitrous acid inside the reaction. It is unstable at the room temperature or on storage. That's why it is prepared into the reaction, right? It is not added from the outside, but it is prepared from the reaction mixture or in reaction mixture, right? So whenever nitrous acid is required, then to that reaction NaNO2 is added with hydrochloric acid or sulfuric acid, right? Here hydrochloric acid is used, and it is unstable, that's why it is carried out into the cold condition. See, aniline react with NaNO2 and HCl, that means nitrous acid, in cold condition and form the benzene diazonium chloride. As we know that benzene diazonium chloride is unstable at room temperature, at high temperature, that's why this reaction is carried out into the cold condition, that is 0 to 5 degrees Celsius, right? Above 5 degrees Celsius, benzene diazonium chloride salt is starting to degrade, right? So that's why this reaction is carried out into the cold condition, and it is known as the diazotization reaction. Right, this reaction is known as the diazotization reaction, and it is very important reaction in organic chemistry because this benzene diazonium chloride has the huge role in the synthesis of different chemical compounds. Right, it has the great synthetic application for the preparation of different organic compounds. Right, that's why this diazotization reaction is very important. Right, synthetic application of this benzene diazonium chloride we will discuss later. Next example is this is the reaction of nitrous acid with primary amine. Right, primary amine react with nitrous acid, that is NaNO2 plus HCl, in the cold to form diazonium compound, that is benzene diazonium chloride, and the reaction is called diazotization. Right? Now secondary aromatic amine react with nitrous acid to form nitrosoamine compound, right, which is neutral and insoluble in aqueous mineral acid. Right? So N-methyl aniline react with NaNO2 and HCl. Right? So in this what happen? From the nitrous acid, NO group, that is nitroso group, bound with the amino nitrogen directly. Right? Here this one is amino nitrogen, benzene phenyl ring, methyl group which is already here. Just hydrogen is replaced with the nitroso group. Right? So N-nitroso and methyl aniline is formed, and this compound is neutral in nature and also it is insoluble in aqueous mineral acid, that is aqueous HCl or aqueous H2SO4 solution. Next, Lieberman-Nitroso reaction. This test is used to test secondary aromatic amine. Right? In this reaction, a nitroso compound on warming with little phenol and concentrated sulfuric acid gives green colored solution. This test is used as a qualitative test for the secondary aromatic amine. Right? And the green colored solution on dilution with water changes to red color and become deep blue on adding alkali. This reaction is known as the Lieberman-Nitroso test. Right? Now here reaction with tertiary aromatic amine is given. Right? This is not the Lieberman-Nitroso reaction. Right? That we have discussed into this reaction similar in phenol. Right? So here just seeing that it is used to test the secondary aromatic amine as well as phenol, right? Because both phenol and amine, a secondary aromatic amine, react with concentrated sulfuric acid and give green colored solution, right? Now nitrous acid also react with the tertiary aromatic amine, right, and gives the ring substituted product, right, that is para-nitrosoamine compound, right. But nitrosation takes place only in aromatic ring having strongly activation groups such as hydroxyl or dialkyl amino group, right. So here dialkyl amino group is present, that is NN dimethyl aniline, dialkyl amino group is present, that is activator group, right. So when this NN dimethyl aniline react with nitrous acid, that is NaNO2 and HCl, it will produce the para substituted product, that is para-nitroso and N-dimethyl aniline, which gives the green color, right. So this reaction with nitrous acid can be used for the differentiation of primary, secondary and tertiary amine. As we discussed that primary amine react with nitrous acid and form benzene diazonium chloride, which is soluble, right. So observation of primary amine is clear solution, right. Primary aromatic amine react with nitrous acid and form the clear solution, that is of benzene diazonium chloride. Next, secondary aromatic amine react with nitrous acid and form the precipitates or turbid solution due to on addition of hydrochloric acid, right, due to insolubility of the N-nitroso and methyl aniline into the aqueous solution of the acid, right. So on addition of acid, it appears as turbid solution or form the precipitates. Tertiary aromatic amine gives the green colored solution on reaction with nitrous acid. So this reaction can be used for the differentiation of primary, secondary and tertiary amines. Next one is carbyl amine reaction. This reaction is also useful for the qualitative analysis of the primary aromatic amine. It is the confirmatory test for the primary aromatic amine, right? Primary aromatic amine react with chloroform and alcoholic KOH solution, which gives the phenyl isocyanide and releases the potassium chloride and water molecule. Phenyl isocyanide, that is known as the carbyl amine. That's why this reaction is known as the carbyl amine. And this isocyanide produces the offensive smell of isonitride. Offensive smell, right? This is the observation for this test. Offensive smell is the observation for this test, right? So when your amine is to the compound of amine, chloroform and alcoholic KOH is added and somewhat heated, then it will produce the offensive smell of isonitride. Then it will be the confirmatory primary aromatic amine, right? Here mechanism of this test is given, reaction is given. In this reaction, what happened? Formation of the dichlorocarbene. Carbene formation is occur. This carbene acts as a electrophile, neutral electrophile, right? How carbene is formed? Dichlorocarbene is formed in basic or alkaline condition. OH minus group abstract the H plus from the chloroform and form the C minus Cl3, right? Trichlorocarbon. Then again one chloride group Cl minus is released by taking free electron and form the dichlorocarbene. This dichlorocarbene attack on this nitrogen atom, nitrogen of the primary aromatic amine, right? And form the quaternary ammonium salt, right? Again rearrangement occur and form this intermediate, and it releases the Cl minus and form the double bond between nitrogen and carbon. Again hydrogen from this carbon is removed and nitrogen get its lone pair of electron and it become neutral, right? Now again on rearrangement of the bond occur. Here this lone pair of electron form the double bond between nitrogen and carbon, another pi bond between carbon and nitrogen, and simultaneously chlorine from the carbon is removed, right, and form this intermediate. Now this again in presence of base OH minus ion abstract the H plus, right, and form this structure, and this one is nothing but the isocyanide group, right. So finally form the isocyanide derivative, and which produces the offensive smell. Next is oxidation. Aromatic amines are readily oxidized, but the oxidation is not occur to the amino group, and but it takes place into the ring, right. Here oxidation of this amino group is not occur, but the oxidation occur into the also ring, right. So aniline is oxidized in control condition in presence of potassium dichromate and sulfuric acid and form the corresponding benzoquinone derivative. Next one is formation of stiff base. Primary aromatic amine react with aldehyde or ketones and form the corresponding imines, and these imines are known as the stiff base. See, aniline react with benzaldehyde and form benzylidene aniline. This one is known as the stiff base and releases the water molecule. What happened here? Just here one mistake is here. Oxygen from the benzaldehyde and H2 from this aniline is removed in the form of H2O, and this carbon is directly double bonded with the nitrogen atom of the aniline and form the benzylidene aniline. Then ring substitution reaction, right? As we know that aromatic amines or aromatic ring typically shows electrophilic substitution reaction, right? And involve the intermediate carbocation, right? These aromatic amines have the presence of primary amine group, that is NH2, secondary amine group, that is NHR, or tertiary amine group, that is NR2, right? And as we know that these groups are strongly activate the benzene ring, and it is also ortho-para director, right? This is because the unshared pair of electrons on the nitrogen of these groups enable these groups to donate electrons by resonance mechanism, right? And why this is the ortho-para director? This concept we have discussed into the effect of substituent on reactivity of benzene, right, in benzene's chapter. See, when electrophile attack on the orthocarbon, then positive charge is on nitrogen atom or here on the ring, like that. When this occur on the para position, positive charge is balanced by the nitrogen atom. That's why these carbocation intermediates are stable, because its positive charge is nullified, or this presence of nitrogen to the nearer carbon of positively charged carbon, it make the stable carbocation. That's why this direct the ortho-para substitution. Now, protection of amino group, right? Sometimes it is necessary to lower the speed of reaction and to prevent the side reactions, right? And for this purpose, amino group is acylated before carrying out the substitution into the ring, right? To protect the amino group, what happened? Amino group is acylated, right? And after the reaction, this acylated amino group is again converted into free amino group by the hydrolysis reaction. The acylated amino group is also activating an ortho-para directing group, but less powerful than a free amino group. So when we acquire only para-substituted product also, we can use this protection of amino group, right? So see the reaction of different ring substitution reaction. Aniline react with when nitration is carried out in acid, strong acid, then it produces the anilinium ion. That's why it acquires the protection of the amino group. So aniline is first acylated in presence of acetic anhydride and form acetanilide, right? Now this acetanilide undergoes nitration with the help of concentrated sulfuric acid and nitric acid and form para-nitroacetanilide, that is the main product, right? Now this para-nitroacetanilide is hydrolyzed and converted into para-nitroaniline, right? This conversion can be asked into your examination, aniline to para-nitroaniline. If when you ask that convert aniline to para-nitroaniline, then you should write the intermediate acetanilide. You cannot direct cause the nitration of the aniline to para-nitroaniline by using nitric acid and sulfuric acid, right? So you have to first convert aniline to acetanilide, then cause the nitration of acetanilide, and then convert the para-nitroacetanilide to para-nitroaniline by acid hydrolysis, right? So these things keep in mind. Then sulfonation. Aniline undergoes the sulfonation with the help of sulfuric acid it is reflux for 4 to 5 hours and form anilinium hydrogen sulfate, right? Again it is heated at high temperature, that is 453 to 463 Kelvin temperature, so it will produce the sulfanilic acid. It is known as the sulfanilic acid, right? Next, halogenation. Halogenation of aromatic amine proceeds at a very fast rate and all the available ortho and para position gets halogenated, right? Even in the absence of catalyst, right? So here aniline react with aqueous bromine, right? Bromine water and form the 2,4,6 tribromoaniline. Another way, only here direct halogenation of aniline produces the tri-substituted product. If we acquire only mono-substituted product, then again aniline is converted into acetanilide by acylation, right? And then cause the bromination, so that acetanilide group only direct the para position, that's why it produces the para-bromoacetanilide, and on hydrolysis it produces the para-bromoaniline, right? So when you ask that aniline convert aniline to para-bromoaniline, then you have to first convert aniline into acetanilide. Thank you.